Have you ever noticed how some people absolutely hate being the center of attention? How they get visibly uncomfortable the moment all eyes turn toward them? Whether it's speaking in a meeting, getting complimented, or even celebrating their own birthday. They shrink back, they look away, they hope the moment ends quickly. But the real question is, why? Why do some people avoid the spotlight so intensely? Is it insecurity, personality, or something far deeper in their psychology? Stay with me until the end, because understanding this might also explain your own reaction to attention. For many people who hate being the center of attention, the problem isn't attention itself, it's how much they notice themselves when others are watching. Psychologists call this the spotlight effect, the belief that everyone is judging, analyzing, or noticing every small detail about you, even when they're not. Their brain becomes hyperactive. What do I look like? Am I doing something wrong? Are they expecting something from me? The moment the room's focus shifts onto them, their inner critic becomes louder than the outside world. Some people simply aren't designed for heavy social exposure. Attention feels like pressure. Small talk feels like work. Being watched feels like their energy is draining second by second. This isn't fear, it's wiring. Introverted minds process stimulation deeply. And the spotlight? It's overstimulation in its purest form. They're not hiding, they're protecting their energy. Then there's another group, people who've learned, through life or experience, that attention often comes with expectations. Praise can turn into pressure, recognition can turn into responsibility, and being seen can turn into being judged. So their mind created a simple rule: stay small, stay safe. This ties into a psychological mechanism called self-preservation bias, avoiding situations that could lead to embarrassment, criticism, or loss of control. It's not fear of people, it's fear of being vulnerable in front of them. For some, the root goes even deeper. Maybe they grew up in an environment where speaking up led to being mocked, where mistakes were punished loudly, or where they were compared, criticized, or constantly corrected. Their nervous system learned early, visibility equals danger. So as adults, being the center of attention feels like stepping into a spotlight that burns, not warms. This is connected to social conditioning, the emotional blueprint we inherit from our experiences. They don't avoid attention because they lack confidence. They avoid it because they were never allowed to feel safe while being seen. Then there is one of the least talked about groups. People who actually have a lot of potential, deep thinkers, talented creators, natural leaders, but hate being recognized for it. Why? Because many of them have what psychologists call low self-enhancement bias. They don't crave external validation. They don't need applause. They prefer quiet mastery over public performance. They don't fear attention. They simply don't value it. To them, growth is internal, not performative. Some people avoid the spotlight for a surprisingly simple reason. Attention feels like emotional noise. Eyes on them, questions, expectations, interpretations, assumptions, a mix of energies they didn't ask for. When they're not the center of attention, they get to control their emotional environment. Solitude gives them clarity, neutrality, peace. Attention disturbs that balance. So what does this all mean? People who hate being the center of attention aren't weak. They're not socially broken, and they're definitely not shy in the way most people think. They're self-aware, they're sensitive to energies. They value control, comfort, and emotional clarity. They speak when they have something meaningful to say, not when the spotlight demands it. The truth is, some people don't fear visibility. They just prefer authenticity over performance. They don't need the center of the room. They just need space to be themselves. Do you avoid attention? Let me know in the comments. And if this video helped you understand yourself better, make sure to subscribe to this channel.